Hey, and welcome to season 2 of the actual Y Factors review of Legends. Yes, this is your host, Sean Ryan Random, and better known as the Solution Guru. I wanted to give you guys a quick introduction because in this season 2, we're going to highlight African American business owners. A lot of people don't realize that African American business owners have not had the opportunity as long as most people have in this country. Only for the last 120, 130 years that we've been able to actually own and have the rights to own our own business legally here in America. And it happened back in the Reconstruction era of 1863 to 1877. So in this particular new season, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight business owners between the ages of 1865 to 1930, when it was the golden age for Black entrepreneurship. And I want to teach you guys about some amazing people that I found throughout history that literally paved the way for every immigrant that owns a business here in America today. So I want you to sit back, relax, and make sure you give me some feedback and tell me what you think about the Y Factors review of Legends. Hey guys, but once again, it is your boy Sean Ryan Random, and better known as the Solution Guru, over here with my main man Keith Carey, aka K2 Suave. I like to call him that. That's my nephew. He be handling things. What's up? What's going on, nephew? How's everything over there, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. DC is going through its little storm, which was supposed to be a tornado, quote unquote, but we don't know what it was. It's sunny outside. It's looking beautiful again. The storm is over, guys.
Oh man, you sound like us. Here in New York, we had a monsoon yesterday, while parts of New York was snowing ice, and parts of Jersey was snowing and ice. But it's funny because right now, we got little clouds in the sky, sun peeking out every once in a blue, but it feels good. It's 50 here in New York. We ain't even wearing coats around this joint, so it's crazy.
Oh, y'all are getting a nice part of it then.
Yes, man. Yes. But look, man, let's talk about what we came here for. They don't realize that we're starting a new series that's really dedicated to reviewing legends, like legends in history. And, the people that came before us that showed us the way to become these great entrepreneurs that we see today, that it's, paved the way for us, man. So,
absolutely.
Exactly, man. So in this particular day, as many of you guys know, I'm writing a book called The Y Factors. I teach on this, and we talk about 6 distinct areas in life that people need to become successful in order to achieve massive wealth and massive success, multi-generational. And one thing I wanted to do in this new series was take these same principles that I'm teaching people to do now and showing you how they reflect on people in history and how did they get to the point that where they're at right now. So me and Keith was sitting here, we're trying to figure out, some cool people to talk about. And then we realized one day it's Black History Month, right, Keith?
It is Black History Month.
Yes.
I feel like every day is Black History Month, but it's officially Black History Month.
It's officially Black History Month. And one thing that we wanted to talk about is a lot of people didn't know, like I said in the intro, about African American business owners. And they didn't realize that only in the last 130 years, my friend, that we've been able to actually legally own our businesses and our American business structure. And a lot of people don't know, the African Americans paved the way for all of the immigrants that we see right now who've opened businesses. So,
absolutely,
we want to highlight a couple great people since it is, February. And our first person we want to highlight Charles Clinton Spaulding. I think he's an interesting guy. What do you think about him? What do you think about him, Keith?
I think his story is actually phenomenal. I mean, the entire realm of what he created for his life and what he have actually done as a African American during his time is actually phenomenal.
Yes, it is. It is. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick little background story. So number one, Charles, we can call him CC. CC was actually born August the 1st of 1874. So y'all gotta think about this. It's 1874. Crazy in America. And he was actually born in Columbus County, North Carolina. Okay.
Now, what's dope about that time is that's like right after, if you know your history, that's right after the Civil War. The Civil War.
Exactly, right after the Civil War. And what he was a great Black American businessman and community leader. I mean, and what's interesting is his family origin. You know, he had a great grandfather that was used to be a house servant basically in Wilmington, and his great grandfather left where they were when he became free, and then moved into a community of free Negroes and free Indian farmers. So, you know, CC was literally born in the 1800s, but in a free community down in the South. That's like crazy, right, Keith?
That's wild.
Like really crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of free historical towns that we actually don't really get to know about in our history books as much as we should know about. I'm glad we're actually getting to reflect on this one outside of, you know, what we know of Tulsa, Oklahoma, you know, the Harlem Renaissance, and we get to see all these actually Southern Black towns who actually thrived right after the Civil War.
Yes, right after the Civil War. So, you know, like I do in the book, you know, I start off in my book, and every time I'm working with a client, you know, we look at it from 6 different areas. And the first area is spirituality. Now, we believe, and me and you both believe, we know this, that in order to, you know, to overcome anything in life and to achieve anything in life, you got to have some type of spiritual background. I think what's so interesting about CC, we can call him CC because I like that. It's a cool ass nickname. But at the end of the day, when we look at CC, he came from a Southern Baptist church background. Now, Keith, let's talk about that. We both come from that Southern Baptist, you know, church background. Mm-hmm. You know, if we were to talk to him today, you know, from what was some of the spiritual, I guess you can say, guidelines that he followed, being a Southern Baptist and achieving what he has achieved. Because when we look at his life, and we're going to talk about this in a lot more depth, I mean, this guy paved the way for historical Black colleges. He paved the way for insurance for Black people. They used to call him Mr. Cooperative. And, you know, he was the man. So at the end of the day, you know, what spiritual, let's say, protocols or what guidelines do you think that apply to his life to allow him to achieve what he achieved?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't really be able to say, but I could say that he probably had to have some enduring faith around that time of being a Black business owner.
Exactly.
Especially in the South, you know, North Carolina, where, like, you know, I mean, you just don't really hear too many of Southern leaders. I mean, we have our few that we actually do know: Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, and for them to have to go through what they've gone through, they had to have some impeccable amount of faith.
Yes.
Yeah, just to be around there, and I think that was just the one thing that kind of helped them grow into the people that they are. Exactly.
And when I look at it from a spiritual side, because, you know, I actually studied this guy, and come to find out towards the end of his life, he just dedicated it to political and religious cause, was on the board of a lot of Black churches, actually was a big part of the development of Christianity and Baptist churches throughout the South. So when I looked at this, I said, wow, you know, his whole life was dedicated towards, you know, being an entrepreneur and helping other people achieve entrepreneurship. He believed the same and had the same faith principles as Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington believed that instead of us going after and saying, hey, America, can you please give us reparations? It was more about, hey, America, just give us a free opportunity to achieve what you can achieve in life, and we will achieve at the same level or even higher, which we've seen people like Oprah, who's achieved those levels, Bob Johnson, who's achieved those levels recently, Jay-Z and Beyonce, who's achieved these levels, that says if you give us a fair opportunity, a fair chance, we can thrive, we can make things equal. And I truly believe in that. But when you look at this time, back then, you had to have faith, because it was a lot of injustices that were being done at this time. And there was, when you look back, church played a major role in the Black community, and it played a major role, throughout most African Americans' lives all the way to this day. We lean more back on our faith than we lean on anything else. Would you agree with me on that one, Keith? Absolutely. Okay, so guys, we gave you a quick little introduction of what we're going to be doing here with CC Spaulding. I'm going to cut this off because you just hit 10 minutes, and when we come back, me and Keith come back into the next segment, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into two parts of this man's life. We're going to talk about health, and we're going to talk about family and friends. And me and Keith are going to kind of break down his family and break down how the connections within his family, honestly, they built an empire within their connection. So, Keith, without further ado, let's give everybody a little break, let them digest a little bit of the information that we're talking about, and we'll be back shortly. Check you guys later.